All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all be patient just a minute. Yeah, y'all just hold on just a minute. I'm doing something here. All right, y'all. I'm coming on. Give me just a minute, y'all. Just a minute. Well, I thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all see the topic tonight? I think we have a great topic tonight. A great topic. Let me drop this background here, then I'll be ready, y'all. There we go. That's what I want right there. Add that to the background. Y'all hold on. Here I come. Let me see. Nope. Can't add that. Cool. There we go, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. What's going on? Lady V, Meadowbrook, Montreal. What's going on, my brother? Hit the like button as you come in. Y'all see the topic, y'all. Y'all see the topic. Y'all see the topic. Y'all see the topic. Y'all see the topic. We got a real good conversation tonight. Yes, yes. Come on in. Come on in. Okay, let me go here. Let me hook my other device up. Coach Dude, what's up, dude? You see the topic, man. You see the topic, Coach Dude? Yes, you see the topic. Yeah, we need you to come on in here. What's up, Coach Dude? Salute to everybody that's coming in. There we go. Y'all see the topic. Yes, yes, y'all see the topic. Let me drop the link in the comments, y'all. Let me drop the link for those who want to come up. All right, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it tonight. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it tonight. All right, y'all. There are the comments. I just dropped it in the comment. I just dropped it in the comment. Let's go. Who's gonna be the first one to come up and talk about it? Y'all see the headline? See what we're talking about today. This is a very, very, very important topic that we're talking about tonight. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. salute to everybody that's in the chat. Coach Dude, Lady V, Meadowbrook Montreal. Marvern, what's up? Thank you. Salute to you. Salute to you, Marvern. So what do you think about the topic today? Salute, salute, salute. Here we go. Meadowbrook Montreal.
What's
Hey,
up,
what's up,
Smoke?
my brother?
What's going on, brother?
Man, it's all good in the hood.
For sure, though. For sure, though.
It's all good in the hood. So what you got to say,
Oh
man?
yeah,
What you
man.
think
Good.
about?
Man, I think that's it, man. It's not that we don't get shown love at all. I just think that we could be appreciated as men a bit more than we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Tell me or tell the chat um what is some ways that we can be
Hello, hello.
hello,
Oh,
can
it
you
might
hear
be
me?
me. Yeah, I can
Huh?
hear you now. Breaking up.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Go on and talk and tell me some of the ways that you think that we can ladies can show us better respect, love, all the way around.
Um, I mean, I think more of I probably would say in words of affirmation. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to go to gift giving because anybody could buy a gift. You know what I'm saying? It's the thought that counts. But I think words of affirmation a little bit more often than just Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas. I think it should be a daily routine, especially if a man's working 12 hours a day or running his business and never really take any days off. I think those words of affirmations is like you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you. Keep going. I know it's tough. Just those words of encouragement because a lot of times, you know, uh, like I said, we need that. That's basically what I'm trying to say. A lot of times we can come off as strong, but at the same time, strong men need to be built up as well. They can be encouraged as well. So I don't want to just lean too much on giving gifts and giving money. Nah, it's more of those words of affirmation to just know that we going in the right direction and and they appreciate what we bring to the table as far as relationship, as far as fatherhood, you know, just all across the board.
Well, I really think that not so much just the gifts, it's just the thought of when the man opened the door for the lady, do the ladies really say thank you? Show their appreciation that way. Uh,
Yeah,
let me take your basket and put it in the right place when you just got your groceries out of it.
yeah.
So those are the things that we as men are not shown appreciative. We're not shown thank you enough to where, like you say, our loved ones that our wives, our girlfriends, and when we go to work all day long and we have to come home and fix us a cold cut sandwich, ain't no hot meal being prepared. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah,
Uh, we got to go in there and wash our own clothes, and when you got home before me and know the clothes need to be washed, and you look for us to do it, and it's just a thing now is most women don't believe that they have to do all that. but they want us to do all the important things to keep them up, get their nails done, and get their hair fixed, and all that. They
Yeah.
want us to do all this, but when it comes down to us getting our reward, we can't get a reward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that is something that's very very difficult. Um, and I
Yeah.
wish that those things can change. That our men can get that reward.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
so I was on um, another panel, Queen's panel, and she had a discussion almost like this, but I changed it a little bit, and I think it's something that really, 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 really needs to be talked about, and it's just something that ain't been talked about. We're not getting it.
I don't know if it's my device or your device. I can't hear nothing.
No, that's my
It's rain.
device. No,
Oh,
that's my
okay. Yeah,
device
'cause it is raining out here, man. I'm out here in the dub too, man.
already.
It's raining pretty good.
Already. Well, come on up, Coach Dude. Come on up, Coach Dude. Let's
Yeah,
talk to me,
man.
Coach.
I just think it's in the little things. I think uh some women get it misunderstood, thinking that we just need this big old celebration, and which we appreciate that. We appreciate Father's Day and Christmas and a birthday and all that. But sometimes it ties into some of the small things, like what I'm saying, just grabbing my boots off the floor and throwing them by the door just in case I forgot. I'm ready to lay down. So I could just kick my boots off by the couch and not just hearing that little nag. You know what I'm saying? That you gonna just swoop them up and throw them by the door for me. You know what I'm saying? And just little small shit, man. Little small shit that'll say a whole lot without having to do a lot.
And that's
A lot
true.
of people. Yeah.
Yes, it's true. That's true. Um, Coach Dude, come on up and talk to us, man. Correct.
He said.
It's the small
He said
things
playing
that
devil's
matter.
advocate. It's a lot of boys thinking they men, and it's messed things up. That's true. I
Uh,
can I can kind of attest to that too, man. That's kind of true.
it you say the boys want to play men, but ain't nothing wrong with them trying to play men and step their game up and wanting to be that man instead of them being boys.
Hmm.
So it's just one of those things that I think it's just important. So
Yeah.
we just got to do better. Um, we got to do better.
Well,
And
I mean, it's a lot of young men out here that's learning by trial and error. You know what I'm saying? They never did have that example growing up. Just like me, I had to learn by trial and error because coming up, my father was locked up the first 10 years of my life, and then when he got out, oh, I think Smoke, he should be pulling back up. But yeah, he was locked up the first 10 years of my life, and when he got out, him and my mom didn't get back together. So my mama was single. You know what I'm saying, for a nice little portion of our little childhood until she met, her husband. So, but I never really seen the little things, in order for to how to operate as a man. Yeah, he went to work and he, paid bills and stuff like that. But some of those little things on how to operate in a relationship, he never really did, show those because it's probably because he wasn't showing that. So when I got older, I knew how to go to work and handle business and, be the man of the house and, do my part, my role. But as far as maintaining that relationship, yeah, I struggled with showing affection as much as I could. And you know what I'm saying? And, just different little small things that the women's like. And sometimes that could cause an issue. So I see what he's saying when he say that, some boys or don't know how to be a man. It's because they wasn't taught that example. Sometimes you gotta learn and bump your head and go through some things in order to figure it out. That way, when you do, progress and mature, you got the tools that you need.
Okay, Mr. Jaco, how you doing today? Salute to you. Salute to you. Uh, I need you to comment on something. I need you to come on up and talk to us because you are a lady, and we want to hear from our ladies
Mm-hmm.
today. And Mr.
Yeah.
Jaco, we want to hear from our ladies today. Marvern, come on up. We want to hear from our ladies. Lady V, come on up. We want to hear from our ladies today because this is something very much needed. Yes, males nowadays respect up front. First, respect is earned. Show some men don't give respect. You right, that's true. But yes, we want respect up front, and
That's
to get
that's anybody.
to get more respect, to get more respect, we got to earn it. So yes, we want our respect up front because we're gonna respect you up front as a lady. You know what I'm saying? We're
Right.
gonna do our part from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
That's both ways. That's male and female. A woman gonna want her utmost respect
right.
from
So
jump.
we
They
want
gonna
we
want a
want
man to talk to her respectfully. They don't want them to disrespect. We deserve that same treatment in the beginning.
going to the next level. We got to earn our respect, a little more respect. So that's what it's all about: earning
Right.
and gaining their respect.
Right.
Mr. Jaco, come on and tune in and talk with us, Mr. Jaco. Thank you for tuning in as well. I thank everybody in the chat. Hit the like button for me. And if you like, hit the cash app that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Oh, let's see who we got here. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, Mr. Jaco.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's all good.
That's good. I literally just clicked on the live. I kind of feel like I know what y'all said, but
Okay. So what we're talking about are men shown enough love in today's society?
I think that the men that provide love receive love.
True. That's very true. But on the other end, there are some ladies still don't give that love back and respect back to their man because they just who they are.
Okay, and so my response to that would be why would you give that person your time if they're not giving you back what you need? I think that these kinds of topics, um, it totally depends on the maturity level of the people in the relationship. Are we talking about a relationship or are we talking about in general?
So we talking about in a relationship in general. When you go to the store, okay, have you ever been to the store and your hands are full? You try to turn around and open the door with your butt, and a man comes along and say, "Let me get the door for you." He open the door, let you go on out. Do you say thank you, or you just keep going like he ain't done nothing for you?
I say thank you personally. However, I believe that the different generations that we're seeing So we got one part that is old school, another part who have the women have um, accepted or believed the whole city girl movement, the Cardi B's, even though those women are only living like that on social media behind the scenes, I don't believe they're that way or they want to live life that way. So I think that our children, so my daughter is in her 20s. So I feel like, they think that's the way I constantly get on my daughter for talking to her boyfriends the way that she do. She's brutal. And I'm looking at her like he's sitting on the phone letting you do it. Like to me, that's total destruction. You never seen me do that. However, I think that I think it just goes both ways because these girls out here are acting like men and the men are acting like women and not I'm not talking about I'm not talking about gays or anything like that. I'm just talking about how they respond. I appreciate a man opening the door for me, and my husband he'll call a woman queen all day long, and I've seen women look at him like, don't be, they'll either say you're flirting or they'll be like, I'm not playing. I'm not, and it's like, wow, I can't even give you a compliment because you're so bitter. So I think that I really think it's the circles we hang in where we get the different, it's going to be so many different perspectives because we all are in different circles. So on YouTube, for example, I'm in different, I don't really move around a lot. I'm on the business side of YouTube and then I'm on the uh my guilty pleasure is the messy side of this YouTube that has sucked me in. But
Yep.
I see it's a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? But in my real life, my circle is not like this. So the stuff that I see on YouTube and how the men act, it's really surprising and a lot of the men are unattractive, not by looks, by how they conduct themselves on YouTube. So
Okay,
I think that it's all perspective and in that the music today and the artist today has made the younger generation believe that that's how it's supposed to be.
Good point.
true, true. All right, we got Miss Marvern in the house. Thank you for coming up, Miss Marvern. With
Hey, Marvin.
How are you? Can you hear me?
yes, we you
I have a
loud and
lot.
clear.
I have a lot of stuff going on, so I hope the background noise doesn't interfere. Um, my thing is, and it was funny how you said the about holding the door. When my son was 2 years old, we were going in the bank, and him as a little man, as I taught him, he held the door and everybody went through the door, said, thank you, thank you. And this one lady came through the door and she didn't say anything. And I checked her. I said, that's a little kid. You supposed to at least say thank you. I said, that's so disrespectful. And everybody was like, yeah, tell the young man thank you. And nowadays, they don't do that. The males don't know. So that's why I said, let me reiterate that. The males that are coming up don't know, they're not taught how to really be a man. If
Well,
that
my
makes any
son,
sense.
my son is 24, and he was taught that way. His dad, he does everything his dad does, and so I can say that my 24-year-old son will hold the door. He will speak. He's very respectful towards everybody.
But
So,
I'm not saying the vast majority,
mhm.
okay? I'm saying the way, with imprisonment and drugs and stuff like that, a lot of the younger men between, I'll say up to the age of like 40, you know, if they didn't have the uncles or the cousins or male figures around them, and the same thing is with women. If they didn't
Yeah.
have that guidance around them, they don't know. Okay. Some men don't know how to be man like when it comes to a lady. Some men don't know how to speak to their woman correctly. You know what I mean? Or any woman, you know. Um and I raise nephews, I raise my sons, and I have more males in my family than females. And I taught my daughters it's amount of respect you supposed to expect from everyone, not just your man, okay? Because you can't expect someone to give you respect if you let your man disrespect you at home. That's what I taught them as women, as young ladies. You know what I'm saying? Things that you should expect in a man with my nephews and my sons, things you should expect in a woman. And if you're not getting that, you have to move on. You don't stay there and marinate in bad situations, and there are a whole lot of good young men out here who work, who take care of their families and stuff like that. It's just that the small majority make it bad for the rest. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's true. That's true, man. Like a lot of us working men take flack because society has painted a narrative about who black men should be and how they should look and how they should act. Man, it's like I'm starting to learn how to live with it because I remember I was told in a relationship that you don't deserve credit for what you're supposed to be doing. I was
I,
like, damn, okay. I mean, now if you would have flipped that and I said something like that, some women might have took it as total disrespect. They feel like that, they should be praised for the good that they bring into the relationship. But for you to say that, it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I see where the respect level is. So a lot of times society can paint this picture of we the man, we supposed to be doing these things, especially if we going over and above. We just feel like that, yeah, we would love for it to be acknowledged, not just on certain days, but a little bit more often.
so true.
But you know what? I gotta comment on that one. I agree with everything you just said, Meadowbrook. But uh this has come up in my personal life in conversation. So women women and men, but I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. Uh, in no way, I don't disrespect anybody. That's just who I am as a person. But me personally, and women across the board, we experience men who act different in each relationship that we've been in. So what will happen is we'll compare the previous relationship to where we are. And sometimes we'll date a guy or we'll be married to a guy who did way more or was compared to the new person or the old, whoever you're comparing them to, is a huge difference. And so sometimes that prior guy will make it hard for any future guy. And I'm gonna tell you, my first husband, when we got divorced, he said, "I'm gonna make it so hard for the next guy," because that was his way of controlling me. He didn't want to be with me, but he did great things because he knew mentally that it was a part of a mental abuse, in my opinion. But mentally, he knew that what he did for me, a lot of guys don't do. So, so I think men have to understand that women experience different types of men out here. So when we think, oh, you want credit for that, I've experienced much more than this. You
But but Mr.
Yeah.
Tanko, but you got to think about it. Yes, you experience much more than that. But when you experience all of it in one, the treating right, showing they want to be with you, and doing the things that the other man did, it's a plus. It's a bonus. It's a greater reward for you as a woman and as a man too, right?
I agree. And like I say, I would never disrespect, I wouldn't put a man down for what he can't do or anything like that. But, it is a struggle when you come from a relationship where that man is like a real provider, and then you go to another relationship and you see a totally opposite, but the man is great. It's a struggle.
Okay,
And
let me
I,
ask.
I totally wait a minute, I totally agree with her. Now, this is why I'm going to say that. My husband died last year. Okay, how my husband treated me and how he made me feel and everything. It'd be hard for another man when it comes to me because it's so much stuff that, and it's not the materialistic things, it's the
Right.
time, it's just a whole lot of things. Just us sitting
Mhm,
on a porch having a
mhm,
conversation, any simple stuff. And a lot of people don't look for the simple things. We would sit
mhm,
up here and watch a movie. He didn't like football. I did. He'll sit and watch a game with me,
mhm.
because he know that's something that I like to do. But he's not like a sports person. If I'm watching boxing and I'm in another room, he'll come sit with me and for a little while and do that. If he wanted to just go to the store and walk around the store, that's what we did. And just little things like that I'm not going to say impress me, but that was time. That was
Right.
time spent. That was time well spent. And we traveled on motorcycles, go 2 or 3 weeks just traveling on the bikes, going to different states. And just little things like that I like to do. And if a man just want to come and feel he want to take me out to dinner and take me to a movie, I'm like, well, what else do you want to do? Do you fish? Do you go bowling? It's weird nowadays. It's
I
weird.
I totally agree. I understand, my Vern. I understand where you're coming from. And so it's like when the new guy is in the picture, it's not that there's not enough love there. It's like Marvin just laid out for everybody. It's she's experienced something great, and now it's the new person that steps up. Although they feel that they're doing great things, you're like, well, I've seen great, and you're like 50% there. You know,
Okay, I have a question now. So, when you experience great in that part of the relationship, and but not great in the other part of the relationship, and a man comes along and give you great in the time, the going out and having fun, and but he gives you 50% on the other part of it. How do that even add up?
well, listen to what Marvin just pointed out. Her husband passed away, so her next experience is not going to be um, off of where her husband was slipping. You see, it's going to be okay. There's a new man in my life, but this is what I'm used to, and he's half of that. And so it's not that no one wants to give the love that men need. It's just that we feel shorthanded.
No, you know what? So okay, so what I'm saying is, Mr. Jaco, is you getting love, you getting the person with finance to help pay the finances or be a provider. Um, but in the first relationship, you wasn't getting both of them. You was only just getting the provider part of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
In that case, I see your point.
What
so
But did
how?
you hear what Malvern just laid out though? Her experience was not even monetary.
Right, and that's why and that's why I'm stating and saying is that does it add up when you got somebody that will show you all the love, the fishing, the going playing pool, going bowling, and but the finance he have may not be more than the other person had, but he's willing to still be that financial person too, but not as much as the other person was. But he's given more way love and affection that the first person was. So
Let,
go ahead?
let me say something. I've always been financially stable.
Right, and I
So
understand that.
I'm not looking for a man to make me more financially stable.
Mm.
Right,
Okay.
I understand.
It's a whole lot of other things that I look. I'm not going to judge the relationship I'm having with this person on my last person because I want to see your qualities. Okay,
Yes,
what are your qualities? What's something that's going to make me enjoy you? Can you make me laugh? That's a big thing. I
Mhm.
can't
right,
be with somebody and we can't laugh and joke. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And my husband made me laugh in his silliness and in his seriousness. You know what I'm saying? I have to have a person who I could communicate with. That's a problem. There's not enough communication. Now, I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay. That's just something I'm not gonna do. I'll walk
Okay,
away from you. I'll pack a bag myself and I will leave just because I don't want to argue with you. Okay,
right,
because I can't deal with all that negativity, you know.
right. Yes.
And so then what are you okay, we have a disagreement right now in an hour. Can we talk about it? Or are you going to be angry until tomorrow? Okay. No, I can't go this. We got to talk about this before I lay
That's
my head
right.
down.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
So it's just it's a whole lot of other things, you know. And to me, with men that I've met, because I've always been able to take care of myself, that's something that scares them because I don't have to be financially dependent on you. I could do that
Mhm.
myself. You know
Mhm.
And
what I'm saying? And
yes,
that scared a lot of men from me. I don't care how much little you make or how much more you make than I do, because that's not a concern for me. It's
Right.
a whole lot of other things that of the qualities that I want to see in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Money is
saying?
an easy fix. That's too easy.
right, for sure. And I understand that, and that's very much true. Now
I,
I'm gonna
I've
ask you,
been
ladies.
I've I've been with someone who gave me anything I want, but I wasn't happy. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yes.
Anything that I want, but I wasn't happy.
Yes.
Okay. And I left that because I wasn't happy. Here we have fun together, but I wasn't happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm not gonna sacrifice my time and waste your time when I know this is not where I want to be. I'm not gonna stay there because the money is good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
So it's just a whole lot of things and for every woman they look for different things. It's no woman, one woman who her and another woman can have a conversation and they 100% looking for the same man. That's not going to
Mhm.
happen.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody has their own qualities and things they want to see in a person. So that's why I judge each person for their self, not by what someone else might have told me or what I might think. You know, show me. I'm not from Missouri, but show me. You know what
So
I mean?
let me ask you this
Yeah.
question. This
And
question is
hold
to the
on, Smoke, before you ask that, I just want to say this before I drop down. Like, and that was the point of the basis of my point I was saying earlier. It's not about the monetary stuff and the money. It's the little small things that a man would want to see and what he would want his woman to do in order to show a little bit more love. It's not about paying bills because, like, I was doing that before I met you, but some of the little small things on top of that, your characteristics in certain situations and how you handle certain situations, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? So good
So
topic, Smoke, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
my
okay. All right, my
question
brother. Thank you so much.
Smoke, my question would be you titled this Men Are Not Shown Enough Love. So is that how you're feeling? Or where and if so, where what would you describe as enough love?
That's not the way I'm feeling,
Hmm.
but I feel like, let me ask y'all this for you before I answer that. Um, how often do you show your husband love, Mr. Dako?
Well, what does
Okay,
this
okay.
mean?
Let me ask like this. I'm sorry. Um, when was the last time you went shopping for yourself and you brought him something back?
I
Um,
would go shopping for him before I went shopping for me.
Oh, okay, hold on, Miss Mama, hold on, Miss Majako.
I used to shop for him very often, all the time. I don't anymore because I don't. I never felt like he appreciated the gift.
You
And
say he
that
didn't.
and that
You
I
say
could
he
feel
didn't
doing that.
appreciate the gift.
He did not.
What made you think that he did not appreciate the gift?
Um, because I felt like maybe so sometimes it would be a clothing. I felt like he felt that maybe I was changing his style. So it's a story behind it.
Right,
My husband is
right,
Caribbean and he
right.
wears locks, right?
Mhm.
And that's not necessarily my type, but my husband is a great guy and he's my husband. So I didn't marry somebody who was necessarily my type. I married someone who I knew was good for me and I loved him, right?
Uh huh.
So um
I take my hat off to you for that.
thank you. So when I would buy for him, um I felt like because I didn't know his I didn't know their what I'm trying to say
The culture.
culture. I
Yeah,
didn't know the culture well enough. So like if I say this will look great, just clean up around the your edges on your dread on your locks, that would spark a disagreement between us because I'm American and we view locks differently than Caribbean did.
Right.
So, it kind of over time, I felt like, well, maybe I'm overstepping because my husband feels more powerful when he puts his African gear on, that he's a speaker. So when he dressed up that way, I see a whole different side of him. But when I try to dress him, sometimes he comes around and wants to look like how I like him to look. But some things I just don't do anymore because it's not what he wants.
okay. So let's say it like this. If you know that's the African wear that he wear and he like to wear, and he feel powerful wearing it, why not go buy a African outfit for him like that?
Because those fits, I learned that the way the pattern is have meaning. So if
Okay,
I just picked out something, I
okay,
wouldn't know if it's right. You know what I
okay,
mean?
okay. Well, so what about buying things like a pair of socks, some underwear or something?
Well, I mean, you know what? Are you married, Smoke?
Wait a minute,
Am I
Smoke. I'm
married?
gonna give you
Yeah,
Smoke. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. My husband didn't like me to buy his clothes. Okay.
that's where
Now
I
I
was
might
going to
go
go,
in the
my man.
store. I might go in the store and I see a shirt and I'll be like, "Oh, he look nice in that shirt." And he go, "Why you bring me that?" I said, "Cause I think you look nice." And he go, "Yeah, okay." And then it hang in the closet. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
Because he had his own style. Even though it's something that I think would look nice on him, he'll
yeah.
look at it and it'll hang up in the closet.
Hmm.
Okay. My mother brought him a coat because she saw the coat. She was like, "Oh, I think he would like this." And it's hung up in the closet and he never wore it. Okay. Because he had his own style. So I for me, I would have to pick up something like when I go to the Harley shop, pick him up something from the Harley shop, something
Right.
like that.
See, yeah,
You
that's
know,
what I'm saying.
yeah, and
Don't.
I've done that, especially when I go on trips and he didn't go, and I know he like, I'll get him a shirt from that city, whatever I'm in, and bring him something like that. But sometimes you go in the store and you might see something, and hey, this is something I would like to see him in. Would he wear it? Okay. But in the meantime, it's like real picky with certain men which you buy them. Okay.
Yeah.
It's real picky.
Now
So
again,
I could really understand what she's saying about, especially men from the islands with the patterns and the colors. And there's a
yes,
whole lot of things that go into that when
yes,
you buying stuff for them.
yes, that's very understandable. Yes, I understand that. Now, Mr. Jacob, now what was
Mhm.
you saying now?
Well, that's what I asked you. Were you married? 'Cause-
No, I'm not currently married, but I have been married before, twice.
okay, so here's my thing, and this is conversations I have with my married friends because each of our marriages are different, and what works for me and my husband works for us, and sometimes it looks like we live total separate lives. My husband travels for work. I run my business, but when we come together, we come together.
Right.
So what happens in the average marriage is not necessarily how our marriage is, if that makes sense. He
Right.
respects, like I have to work, or like I don't thankfully he's not a jealous person. So, with me being a woman and the kind of business I'm in, around truckers and all that, it's all good. I even run a business with my ex-husband and we good. It's a family business. So, um, when we come together we have really deep conversations, and I think it's better than buying a gift is when we come together and we can be very honest with each other and have those hard conversations. I
Yes.
think that's the gift that both of us like. He doesn't buy me much. He will bring me shirts from different states he goes to, and I'm like, please stop bringing me the shirts because it's I don't have enough room, but he does it anyway. But when we sit down and have deep conversations, like we both are on cloud nine because that's what we love.
Yes. I truly understand. And again, and I want y'all to understand me, both levels of what y'all speaking is very true. Both levels of respect is very true. Both levels of love giving is understanding. And being in a relationship with someone, there's a level of understanding that y'all have grown to do and love each other. You know what I'm saying? And be in and like we say, buy for each other or know what each other like. And that's
Right.
very important in the relationships. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, you have to be prepared for everything in a relationship. You're not going to like or love each other the entire time.
right.
Well, I'm gonna
But
speak for me. I went through phases. I go through phases where I don't like my husband, and I know he probably say the same thing about me, and that is normal.
but at the end of the day, the time, the hour or whatever won't go by without feeling like that for a long period of time.
Well,
It's not gonna make you go out and cheat.
No,
no, it doesn't
Right.
make you go and cheat.
No, that's what I'm saying. The
no,
little disagreement you have ain't gonna make you go out and cheat.
Oh
no.
no, that to
Right.
me
So
that falls on the individual. If you go
right,
out and cheat, that's just who you are.
that's just who you are. Right. Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I don't believe in infidelity in relationships, whether you're married or not. Okay,
Right.
Hmm.
one thing. Okay, so to to me, that's no matter what we go through, that could be a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because if see what I don't know if men understand with women, we give ourselves to men, and that's because we have a vagina. Okay,
Okay. Whoa, whoa,
so
whoa, whoa,
we
whoa.
give
Wait.
ourselves to men.
Wait a
Oh,
minute. So do we give ourselves to y'all?
it's different.
Huh?
It's different because a
How?
man, because a man can have sex with no feelings and no emotions.
That's
If
not
a
true.
woman has sex,
That's not
a
true.
man,
It's different because we're the receiver, smoke, and we're taking it in.
That's not true.
Men could have sex without any feelings or emotions.
That's
When a
not true.
woman cheats on her man, she has some feelings or emotions for that person that she cheated with.
Not true. Men feel like that too.
Well, like I said, it's not it could be 10%, but that 10% will cut out all of the goodness that the 90% do. You
Yeah,
know
Bro,
what
you
I
so
mean?
right. You right. Thank you. You so right about that.
yeah,
And it's not in every relationship, you know. I even told my husband one time, I said, if you want to have sex with another woman, you do it and don't touch me anymore. And then I'll
Thank you.
know and I'll work accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I told him that's a deal breaker for me. I would never, and I told him I would never cheat on you. I would leave you first
Yep.
if that's what I want to do.
Yep.
Okay? Because when you dealing with somebody, it's emotions, and you don't know how high or how low that person's emotions could go. And when it comes to love, you could really, really break a person. A man or a woman could break a person when it comes to love. So infidelity is something that could really break a person in a
Yes.
relationship. Out of all of the stuff a person might do, infidelity is a deal breaker.
Okay, Miss Marvin, could could you could you go back to someone that cheated on you?
Have I? Yes, I have. Did
Okay.
I wish I wouldn't have done it because I gave them another chance? So then after that happened, I didn't do that anymore because my I looked at it as if I go back to you, I'm going backwards. So when I left you, I want to move forward.
Right. Yes, I
Okay.
understand too.
So with this particular person, I did take him back. I mean, I moved out of state to get away from this person and then allowed them to move out of state to be with me. And when they cheated again, I was done. But
Done.
it was easier the second time than the first time because
Yes.
then I was fed up. But
Yes.
then after that I always said I would never go backwards.
Yes.
I
Yes.
tell I tell everybody that don't go backwards. It's a reason why you left that person in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what you think about. And do you want to go through that and even more again? Because, certain people, male and female, when they've done something to someone and they've gotten away with it, then they always, well, they didn't do
Yep.
nothing this time. Maybe I could do it again and get away with it. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
True.
So, yeah, like I said, I did it one time and I never did it again. I never did it again. And I didn't do it as a young age. I did it as what I call being an adult or whatever. Okay. It's not like I did it in my 20s or when I was a teen. I did it as calling myself being an adult. And I said, boy, it was really something when I thought about that when I was younger that, you know, how people would say, forgive someone. It's
Uh-huh.
certain, yeah.
Okay.
So
Is it a deal breaker? Is it a deal breaker when he don't come home at night,
it
ladies?
depends. It depends.
He ain't working. He ain't working.
Oh,
He's just
my.
hanging out with the fellas, and and he just ain't calling nothing. He just ain't nothing. But he showed up the next morning like he just coming out the bedroom. Is that a deal breaker?
Mm. If you're not working, yeah.
yeah. For me, it is. There's no way I would. I'm in the second half of my life. I would not be dealing with a man coming in the morning like it's normal.
Right. I just been wanting to know. I'm asking questions, and this is something that should help out the other ladies, help out the men that cheat. They may think, oh, I ain't cheating on my woman no more. Or I'm staying out all night. I ain't staying out all night. It may be help somebody. You know, this what it is. Is what this is for, to help somebody to think about what kind of relationship they have, what kind of marriage they have, or if this is what they want their mate to do to them. So do y'all think that people have what do you call it, guilty conscience when they go out and do the stuff that they do and still come back home like it ain't nothing? Do you think they have guilty conscience?
I would, I don't really know. I can't jump in somebody else's body. So I don't know what they feeling when they do that. But for me, it's just not who I am. So I couldn't go out and play around like that and come home like nothing happened. Somebody not getting my attention. So if I
Right,
did it and I come home, then my husband will definitely know because he will not get my attention at all.
right.
I can't see doing that. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
But that's a part of growth. I mean, the maturity level is extremely low if that's what you is that, especially today with the diseases that are out here. The world is different, and there's no way I would make my life that miserable because I feel like I got to go out here and sleep around with so many people, or be with a man who decides he wants to endanger my life by going out there sleeping around with people. And people crazy today, so you might have ran across somebody who ain't got no sense and decide they want to follow you home and pop up at my house. So no, none of it is
Right.
acceptable.
Right. Oh, I love y'all ladies for coming on tonight and just sharing y'all thoughts, because it's to help somebody out there. Somebody feel like it's okay to cheat. Somebody feel like it's okay to stay gone all night long. Somebody feel like it's okay to walk in the house at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you got a mate at home, a husband or a girlfriend at home. Somebody feel like it's okay, but I'm hoping that somebody is listening, and it's helping somebody to really reevaluate their relationships, their marriages, and how can how can we make it better? You know what I'm saying? As a couple, as a in a relationship.
Right. And as some people have said, back to the way people grow up and all these different things. So if you're doing those things that you just listed, your children are watching. And so that forms their mind into thinking, oh, that's how I'm supposed to treat my husband or my wife or whoever, because they saw it growing up. It's normal to them.
Mm, right. It's not normal.
You know what's funny, when I met my husband that passed, he's my second husband, and me and him have been together 30 years before he died. Okay, but when I first met him, um, I don't know. That's how they be having. Like I lived in Virginia, then they was having a whole lot of cases of stalkers and all of that. So for a while, he didn't know where I lived at. I knew where he lived at, but he didn't know where I lived at. You know, and my family used to be like, "You still in town where you live at?" Because I would meet him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still in the process of getting to know you. So if it doesn't go right, I don't want you to know where I live at. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And this is in the process of getting to know you. I mean, we could meet somewhere. I'll drive. You don't have to come pick me up. But it just happened to be that day that I had to say, "Hey, I'm right here," because I was late getting dressed, and he was on the bike, and where we were supposed to meet, and I was like, "Look, I'm like 5 minutes from me. Just just come to the house." Versus me driving there. But I'm funny about that because and I don't know if that's from growing up in New York, trust is hard.
These younger crowd don't think that way. They shoot. You meet them on social media, they at
I'm
your door 30 minutes later.
Hey, ladies, hold on a minute, ladies. Hold on a minute, ladies. Mr. Motella Media, what's going on, my brother? Thanks for coming up on the panel.
Hey, appreciate your smoke. Hey, salute Miss Pajeco and Marvern. Salute, Queens. I'm just tapping in right now. I'm going back on mute. I'm loving the dialogue. I've been in the bushes for a minute.
Hey, Martella.
Hi.
Hey, I'm loving it. Keep it rocking.
Yeah, I thank God for these two young ladies here because they giving the game, they giving the juice, they giving the tea, they giving it all out. They giving all the juice out to the ladies that are going through these situations and problems. Uh, Maybe they learned something tonight.
And I
You
want to
know,
give you a big salute too, Smoke. I'm proud of you, man, for even having this dialogue and you keeping it going. You've been rocking and rolling Solo Johnson. And I want to give you your cigar too, man. I know we give flowers and all that too, but I want to give you your cigar, man. Whether you're smoking or not, I'm going to give you your cigar, bro.
hey, I like flowers too. I like to smell flowers.
Well, Smoke, I ain't never, unless it's Mary Jane, I ain't really with giving men flowers. But I mean, if it's flowers that you want, I would give you Mary Jane. Other than that, I would give you a cigar, my brother. And I'm going back on mute. I'm going back on mute.
Wow.
and,
But
and you
again,
know what? For me, I grew up around males, cousins, male friends on where I stayed at in New York. It was like the family next door. It might have been 10 brothers. Down the street, it was 7 brothers. And then I had brothers. So I grew up around a whole lot of guys. So females would hang out with me just because I knew all the guys. When we go out, it might be 10 guys, 10, 15 guys, 2, 3 females. So we got the holding the chair, opening the doors, men paying for the bill, going out, stuff like that. I experienced that young. So it's bad but I had a certain level of males that I wouldn't deal with. You know what I'm saying? All of that fly boy, you out here toting and all of that. Okay, everybody totes, but I don't want to know you tote. You feel me?
right,
Okay, and being flashy and stuff like that. And it was just that I guess because the guys were older and younger, I experienced a whole lot of stuff that a whole lot of women don't. I have a lot of sisters, but most of my sisters are younger than me, and it's a few older than me, but most of my sisters are younger than me, and the fellas are older and right by me. So, I grew up in a different era. I grew up in the 80s, 90s, where it was different, So I experienced different stuff. I noticed from my children and nieces and nephews now, it's a whole different world out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that the stuff that I tried to show them and teach them or whatever, that I did a good job at that. I had people who would look at me crazy because my sisters was in their teens, but I would bring them boxes of condoms. If he don't have one, you have one. And they wasn't having sex, but what if that day they decide to have sex? You know what I'm saying? That
right,
one time could kill them or get them pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Because there's so much stuff out here now. And even with my nephews and my sons, they said I was embarrassing because I would give them condoms. Because to me, I'm looking out for your health. You know what I'm saying? You my family, and I don't want to see you go down that road. And they said I was embarrassing, but that was my mindset. You know what I mean?
right.
And I made sure they carried groceries, took the trash out, hold the doors and stuff. Just minimal stuff that's if you teach them when they're young, it's natural to them. That's the way
Yeah,
I look at it.
yeah.
See,
You
my
So
know,
upbringing was different. I grew up watching my mom get beat up by different. Every man she dated, she was getting beat up. And so when I grew up, I knew what I didn't want. And so I didn't see people holding doors open. And, I just grew up in a house where it was arguing all the time and fighting all the time. And so I knew that, okay, this isn't what I want as a kid. I knew I didn't want to be in that type of relationship, and I wasn't. And I don't curse, and I don't like to, none of the men I've ever dated in life ever to me it was disrespectful to be around me or to curse at me. Now if your language is profanity, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But when me and you are talking, don't use profanity with me. And
true.
so it's just me, like my mom, every other word was a cuss word growing up. So instead of me picking up that trait, I didn't like it. It didn't make me feel good. So I just never cursed. I have cursed, but I don't. That's not something that if you talk to somebody about me, that's one thing they're like, she said what? Because that ain't what I do. So I think that at the end of the day, each individual has their own decision, whether they were taught or not. That individual decides on what they're going to do or how they're going to be.
So true. Um,
and Pamela, you know what I noticed, over the years, and my heart saddens to hear that struggle that you went through. But over the years, I've seen, men and women who have went through a struggle similar to yours or worse, and how that made them a better person because of
Mhm.
that struggle that they went through as a child growing up to see. Like they
Mhm.
saw that they didn't want to treat their woman or their man the same way that their parents, reflected on them.
Yeah.
It's a small few that's, what they call that, that it goes generational. But a lot of young people that I've met, like with my children and stuff, that parents was on drugs and fighting and stuff, they wanted to get out of that
Yeah.
and did well for themselves because they didn't want that in their life, and they didn't raise their children that way either. And and like I said, my heart saddens for you because you had to go through that, but it made you a better person.
It
You
did.
know,
It did.
sometimes experience and stuff like that makes you a better person. You know, so I'm like, I could only imagine. Okay, I could only imagine because I didn't have to grow up like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Even when my mother and father separated, and I found out as I was older that my father was abusive, I was lucky enough that my mother didn't have that around me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Even to even to hop on here and see the title of this live, I didn't meet my dad until I was 16 years old. But growing up, my mom always showed me a picture of him. So I felt like I always knew who he was. So when I met him, the first thing he did was blame my mom. And I was like, you don't even understand that she ain't never talked about you a day in her life. Nothing negative. And that's the
right.
first thing he did when he came in the picture. So when I saw the title, I was like thinking to myself, I'd never had a father figure. Well, my uncle was my father figure. And so it's like sometimes I have to dig deep to take up for men because of the man. Even today, he had a second chance with my kids to be a good grandfather, and he still didn't do it. So it's like, gosh, how many chances do not every man should be blamed for the acts of one man, but I'm just the person that has experienced the male in my life that was supposed to be there and wasn't. I still turned out great, but I feel like I still deserved something better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's very true. Growing up and seeing better things is always good. It's very hard to grow up seeing those things and not knowing, is this the right thing to do? Is this the right thing?
Right. Because I could have gone through life saying, well, my daddy was never here. So forget all y'all men are no good, or you men are this, or you men are that. I could have took on that, attitude with it, but I did it, my first marriage, he literally taught me a lot. That man taught me a lot. And so it's like you can look at your experiences and learn from them, or you can look at them and be the victim. And I'm not going to be a victim, but I see a lot of people choose the victim side. So men are not shown enough love could be from a person playing a victim role.
Right, and that's so true. My father is a drinker. My real father is a drinker. I mean, when I say drink, drink, and was a cheater. But I'm opposite to that. I don't like to drink. I don't like dealing with two, three different women. I don't like none of that. That's nowhere in my genes. There's nowhere in my blood.
And
And
and go ahead.
and it's like to see people do that. It's like for real. Then for people to say, "Well, my daddy done it. My mama used to do it." Well, you're not. You should want better.
Right.
You should want better. You should be the one to say, "You know what? I'm gonna do better. I don't want to be like them." And I think that should be the goal, is not being like what your parents was. If your parents was alcoholic, I don't want to be like that or whatever. Now, my next question to the ladies: what is your age limit for as dating or marrying someone?
I wouldn't date a married man.
No, 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 no. I didn't say that. No, no, that's not. That's a. What is the age limit? So, if you're dating a man, what is his age limit? Is it 10 older, 10 younger, 20 older, 20 younger, 30 older? What's the age limit that you would date?
Okay, if I meet somebody, the first thing I'm not going to ask them is what is your age. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to ask you that straight off the bat, depending on where we meet, how we meet, or whatever, because I know people older than my mother who has the mentality of a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's to me, it's about your mindset, how you present yourself. It's a whole lot of other things because I don't want you to tell me that you're 5 years older than me and you acting like my grandchild. You know what I'm saying?
What is your age limit though,
It's
Marvin?
I can't put an age limit on it. I'm not going to date anyone. I can't say that though. But I
That
can't
was
say
that. All right, that's what I want to
no,
hear.
no.
That's what I want to hear.
I was getting ready to say I can't date anyone as young as my youngest son, but I can't say that, okay? Because if I meet someone and I don't know they're that young, you know what I mean, and everything is vibing, good person or whatever, and then one day I'll say, "How old are you?" and he tell me his age, and he's uh 26 years younger than me, then it's like, whoa. And I'm just saying that. You know what I mean?
Right, but I said 10 or 20.
I can't put a number on it. I can't put a number on it.
Okay,
I
so
really can't.
so you can't put a number on it. So that's telling me that you will date someone that's 20 years younger than you.
But I've always dated someone younger than me until I met my husband. That's
I
why
asked you a
everybody thought
question.
I wasn't. Everybody thought I wasn't serious because he was older than me.
I
Okay.
asked you a question. So that's a yes, right?
Yeah, I've always dated younger than me.
20
I've
years.
always dated
Okay,
younger.
cool. Thank you, Mr.
But
Jacob.
until I met my husband who was older than me.
Okay.
She said she'll date them all. If they fit,
You
she
know,
dating.
what they said, 18 to 80 or something like that.
That's what I want to hear, Marvin. That's it. There you go.
It's the
as long
mindset.
as if he's 20 years younger than you, as long as he's showing you respect, honesty, faithful, committed, and all the above. That's what you're saying.
Correct.
All right, Mr. Jaco.
If I
If
was
you was not
single,
married,
I
if
would
you
definitely go younger.
younger, how
Yes.
younger? 10, 20?
It don't matter. I 10, 20. Let's see, I'm 40. Now I go by 10 or 15.
Yeah, because it's about the mindset. It's not about the age.
These
Because you can't
older,
tell
when
me
you
that
get
you're
older,
older than me and then you act younger than my son. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
So,
it has to be more than the age that's an attraction. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
of course, they got to come with it. But we're saying if they got everything, what age would stop it? What age would be the draw?
so Mr. Jaco, we understand that your age, so that means you can't go 20 because you'll be robbing the cradle if you go under 20.
Right.
So we
I would
understand
Okay,
that.
go
I'll
no
give you
further
a
back than
number.
15.
I give you a number. I give you a number. 26. Now the
26
reason
years.
why I say no, I'm giving you an age, 26 and above. Now the reason why I said 26 and above, because at 25, you're gonna have high insurance, high everything. Once you get 26, then stuff start leveling out for you. Okay. So I'll say 26. Okay. After your 26th birthday and you cool, we can rock. You know.
Okay.
So I'll put a number on that from
Okay.
26 and above. Now I
Okay.
hope my son isn't listening to me because
See, women, when we get older, we want to get more active, and y'all men slow down. So we need younger.
Whoa, wait a minute. So what you trying to
because
say?
you know why that is? Because um I'm not gonna say a lot of the 80% they work from a young age. So by the time they get to that age that where they can level out, they're living comfortably and stuff like that. Now they want to have fun. They want to go on trips. They want to go, on anything, bowling, like I said, anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
I'm just using me. That's just my opinion.
Right. And I understand that. I understand that. I look at it like this, okay? Uh my ex-wife was 9 years younger than me. Okay. Uh I often said 10 years up or 10 years down. That was a kind of limit for me. You know what I'm saying? Um, but if I met a woman that was 20 years younger than me and she showed respect, love, affection, uh, she worked and she wasn't no clubber, she wasn't no party warrior and all that. Oh yeah, we maybe can work, okay? But if she's a party warrior, I don't want it no more. If she drank, I don't want it. I'm just saying, and that's even for the one that's uh, older than that. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? I want peace. I want happiness. I want love. I want respect. I don't want to just say I got a woman. No, but that woman is for everything in the streets. No, I don't want it. So yeah, it's got to be level of respect, honesty,
So
and
you can't occasionally like go hang out. I hang out occasionally.
no. Okay, so I want you to understand this. Okay, you go hang out. You gonna sip some wine or something, or may drink one shot. Okay, cool. You good.
No, I
But
do like 5 shots smoke.
but people levels of tolerance are different. You
That's
may you may there's some women make it only take 2 shots and they out of there. You know what I'm saying? Where
hmm
you may be able to take 5 and still be good. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to that 6 and 7 one, it takes it to a whole nother level. You get what I'm
But it
saying?
depends on how you handle your liquor as well. You
Right, and
know,
that's why I say that's why I said what I just said. Where she may be able to handle five and she's straight. She can drive home. She can and be in prepared everything. So I truly understand that, and again, it's just levels of respect of um, the way they are. So it's all good. But I'm gonna say to my ladies on the panel, thank you, ladies, for coming up. Thank y'all for being a part of it. Thank y'all for giving y'all insights on it because I think today's time there's not enough conversation about this topic, and I think our young men are being lost because they think it's okay to cuss a woman out. No, it's not. They think it's okay to go cheat on a woman. No, it's not. They think that's where our young generation think. But if more mindful people like us was able to show, encourage them, it'll be better for as the ladies, showing the ladies showing the late young girls that you ain't got to show half your breasts when you're out in the public. You ain't got to show your booty cheeks when you're out in the public. You know what I'm saying? Um, Teaching them and showing them, being an example. You ain't got to do all that. If a man gonna love you, like you, he gonna like you regardless. You ain't got to go get beautified just to go to the store. But guess what? A real man is gonna love you the way you are. And I think
true.
it's just huh?
That's true.
So I think it's not a lot of that being taught now. I don't want my woman to every time she go to the store she got to get dolled up.
But you know what? A lot of women do that because when you met her, she was dolled up. So when she go out the door, she's dolled up.
I
So
understand that, but
you
what I'm
know,
saying is
so
And
what
some
what
women
happens?
just yeah, I have some people I know who they not stepping foot out that door without being put together. I'm getting up out the bed, throwing on sweats
Right,
and the sweater, and I'm gone. But
right,
that's
exactly.
I don't think that's for you, Smoke, for the man. I don't That's not for the man. That's just what that woman likes to do. Some women
Right.
really do get a kick out of pampering themselves like that and getting
no
dressed up to the fullest just to go to the store is part of pampering for them. Like no, they
My
don't want
nieces,
nobody to catch them
what
out looking a mess.
my nieces are not coming out the door dolled up, even if they just not dolled up, even if they just dropping the kids off at the bus stop. Okay, it's going to be a level to how they come out the door because they do that for themselves. That's the
what
way
what
I look at it.
right and I want y'all to understand me. I don't want y'all thinking that they're doing it for the man or whatever. But it's when I say to get
So
dolled
you
up.
have a type. You have a type then.
No. I want you to understand now. Hold on, 1 second now. So how can I say this? When I say going to the store, oh baby, I'm gonna go pick up a loaf of bread and some milk. So you just went in there, put on makeup, got all dolled up, and you going 5 minutes to the store,
Yeah,
coming right back home.
Yeah,
You
some
done
women
messed up
yeah,
your makeup. You done
yeah,
messed
yeah,
up your hair.
some women are
yeah,
genuinely like that. They'll do that.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
has
and no,
nothing to do
I
with
understand that,
yeah.
and I
See, like
understand that.
me, I just throw on some stretch pants and a hoodie and grab my bag and I'm out the door.
Yeah.
Where my niece, she'll go, put on her makeup, do her hair,
Hmm.
put on a cute little outfit, and go out the door.
Yeah.
Where I could be out the door in 10, 15 minutes, it's going to take her half an hour, 45 minutes minimum to get out the door.
And they
Okay.
food gonna be done burnt up by the end.
I'm just saying for a quick run out, okay, and that's for a quick run out where I could be
Hmm.
quick run out and jump in the shower real quick, throw on something and be out the door. No, she got to jump in the shower. She got to do her hair, put on her makeup, and that's a minimum half an hour, 45 minutes just to do
Hmm.
Right,
that. Okay.
right, for sure. And I understand again, and I want to say to our ladies, thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for being part of the show. Thank y'all for just giving y'all insights because again, I think it's very important that these things are being taught. And I'm gonna say this before I go. Look corner where I sell barbecue and there's some little young men, young boys that every time I see them, I tell them, "Hey, y'all, come here." They run over there. Hey, you gonna give me something to eat? No, no, no. Let me ask you about how was your day? Did you go to school today? How was school? You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
one little one, he was always a mean one, but I like him too. And he's like, "Why y'all was giving us these lectures before you give us some food?" I said, "You know what? Before I give it to you, yeah, you're gonna take this lecture. You're gonna what's name because I want y'all to understand it's better things to do than run around these streets because these streets don't love y'all. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Matter of fact, young man, pick that trash up. See that trash around the grill, pick that trash up. You know what I'm saying? Do
And you
something
know what?
productive.
And you know what? When they get older, they're gonna say, "I remember that man that he had to give us a lecture before he give us something to eat."
Mhm.
Oh
He gonna
yeah.
be
Okay,
telling his
they're
kids
gonna remember
about
that.
it too.
They're
and,
gonna
and,
remember
and
that.
I love it. I don't have kids personally, but my wife has 3 kids, and me and those kids have a bond because I've spent like 10 years in their life, and we have a special bond. And when there's kids around, uh, boys, I really kind of cling to them and try to show them it's a better way than just hanging out with them. I can't just lecture to the girls like that. I'm not gonna step those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
Mhm.
that's not me. You know what I'm saying? But for the boys, I'm gonna show the boys how to be boys and young men, how to respect women, how to approach a person. Um, it was one of the ladies. She had bought a bunch of food, and I told the young man, I said, "Well, pick the lady bag up, take it to a car for her." And the young man took it to her. She said, "Thank you so much, young man. Thank you so much." And he said, "You're welcome, ma'am." She said, "Them boys must be around you a lot because I can tell the way around here, the way they respect you and the way they respect a woman, a lady." I said, "Yes, ma'am. I try my best. And that's what we all got to do, and that's my passion, and that's what I love doing for kids." So yes, truly much. But ladies, it's an hour and 27 minutes. What time fly, don't it?
Mhm.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me, and nice to speak with you as well, Pamela,
Thank
Mothello,
you.
and
Thank you.
Smoke. And you'll
Yes,
have a wonderful holiday and the rest of your evening as well.
yes. Keisha
I love you. I
Robinson,
love
yes,
you, Marvin. I love you, Marvin. Salute. Happy holidays. Enjoy you and them grandkids. I know y'all be watching them sports. Go Jets. Go Cowboys.
wait a minute,
and
hold
peace
on,
and
hold on,
and
hold
peace
on
and,
before we go.
and peace and blessings to you, Marvin. I love
No,
you.
hold on before we go. Hold on, hold on, wait a minute. I dare you
Love them
come up in my
cowgirls.
chat and talk about it, and let's talk about it now.
Love
We're
them
gonna turn the
cowgirls.
dialogue. Huh?
Love them cowgirls. Love them
Who?
cowgirls.
Cow? What the cowgirls at? Was that the Eagles? Huh? What
Uh,
them cowgirls at?
they sobbing right about now.
For what? What they serving for?
They said, y'all know we got to do better the next few games. We got to get it together because we were supposed to beat them. So they're a little nervous right now.
No, no, no. We ain't never. We ain't never nervous. We are
They,
American team.
they're a little nervous right now. But
For
they be
what?
all right. They be all right.
For what? What are we nervous for?
Cause they want to make they want to make that plantation owner happy. You know what I'm saying?
That
So
plantation.
that plantation owner, they want to make him happy. So they
What
gotta go.
plantation?
You know I'm talking about Jerry Jones.
Hey, look. You know what? I'm gonna say this. When it come down to Jerry Jones, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do some. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Because I definitely want to hear this one.
Hold on, y'all, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go back and do this. Hold on. So when it comes to Jerry Jones, them boys, they worried about their paycheck. Give me my paycheck. That's what they worry about. They ain't worried about the plantation. They ain't worried about none of it. They want they want their paycheck.
You
So
know,
they
that's what I
good.
call Jerry Jones,
What?
the plantation owner.
We're gonna let you make it with that one, my Vern. Yeah, we're gonna let you make it with that one now. But one thing, remember this, my Vern. We are American team.
Okay,
We
I
are
listen.
prestigious. We
I
are the one and only Dallas Cowboys. Let's go.
You're definitely the one and only.
That's
And I
right.
live in America, and that never been my team.
It ain't got to be your team. We're known.
It's
We're
America's
stated as
team,
the American team.
Okay, okay.
the most talked about team, the highest grossing earnings of paraphernalia team, America's team.
Go there and you straight, no matter what you do, right?
The team that gets the most conversation.
When I was at Fort Hood, there was a guy from Dallas there, and when the Giants and Dallas and all of them was like playing excellent, and him and I used to go head and head about them cowgirls. Okay, you would have thought he dripped blue blood, how he was a Cowboy fan. So yes, I know how y'all go hard for Dallas, but cowgirls. But y'all enjoy. We'll talk about this on Sunday. Okay. So
This is just a recap. Now we can talk about it now. Now, who is your team?
the Jets, and I know they're not doing well, and I'm cool with that.
Okay,
I wish they would have
this
got Kaepernick. That I do wish they would have got Kaepernick, because Kaepernick, to me, um, if he was to go into the NFL, it's to prove the naysayers. Okay, so I would have loved if they could have got Kaepernick. Rogers, but I think Kaepernick would have did the Jets good. That's my opinion.
that's your opinion.
That's my
Well,
opinion.
let me ask you this question, Marvin, and answer this truthfully and wholeheartedly. All right.
Mhm.
How many Super Bowls y'all have?
Come on now.
I asked you a question. How many Super Bowls do y'all have?
Who, the Jets?
Yes.
Why are you trying to make fun?
No, I'm asking the question.
Okay, I'm gonna Google it.
Google it. And if it's not more than the Cowboys, don't talk about the
It's
Cowboys
not
again.
more than the Cowboys. I
All
know
right
that. I
then.
don't have to Google that.
Okay, so that means that we still American team. We have more titles than most people talk bad about us.
Yeah, your stats are excellent. With all of the abusers and drug users and all of that in there. And the Jets have won one Super Bowl. That's what it says.
One Super
One
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
But
Yep.
you talk about the Cowboys and we got five.
Your stats are excellent.
No, I said
I
we
feel
got
you on
five.
your stats. Too bad I'm not from Texas, huh? I probably would have been a Cowgirls fan, huh? But since I'm from New York, you know. So yeah, everybody know I go hard for my Jets, and everybody in my family got a different team.
Well,
I have
what you,
Minnesota Vikings. I have Pittsburgh Steelers. I have Cleveland Browns. I have the Chiefs. It's all my daughter, she's a Cowgirls fan. I don't understand that. Probably because she know I don't like them. That's probably her way of getting back at me or something. You know, she's a Cowgirls fan, but everybody like have different teams. You know,
Already.
so the rivalry is good. You know what I'm saying in the family. That's a
We're
good
gonna
Sunday.
represent Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. We are American team.
Okay, I'll make sure I tell my baby girl that.
Well, you tell your baby girl that that man from Texas said they American team, Dallas, Texas.
Are they going to the Super Bowl, Smoke?
Uh,
Every year they go into the Super Bowl. Come
no,
on now.
No,
Mr.
they not.
Jaco.
No, they
Hold
not.
on, Mr.
No, they
Jaco.
not. No, they
Hold
not.
on, Mr. Jaco. Uh, Marvin and Motella. Um, I can't say that they're going to the Super Bowl, but they are in the playoffs, like a lot of teams not. They have a 8 out of 10 chance of going to the Super Bowl. Um, it would be
They gonna
wonderful if they
smell it.
do.
They gonna
Huh?
smell it. They gonna smell it and fumble the ball like they always do.
I bet the Jets ain't gonna smell it.
I know they're not gonna smell it. I don't care if you talk about the Jets, okay? Because I know the Jets could do a whole lot better, but they did good under that kid, and that's why I applaud them this year. You know,
I understand you're
because
supposed to represent your state, what you like.
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
Smoke. Smoke. If we beat the Dolphins this week, though, Smoke, that's gonna get the Jets a little bit better hope, though.
Oh, it's okay. I love to play the Jets.
Now we don't. Hey, did we play the Jets already?
I think so. I think we beat them up.
I don't know if we played them this year, but yeah,
I
we
think
played the Dolphins, man. They in the same division, so we played the Dolphins, and we knocked the Dolphins off. Once again, my Vern going against the Cowboy. I already know she going for the
yeah, I
Dolphins.
know she don't go against the Cowboys. I know. Hmm.
you know it. That's like when you're doing my card. It's two teams that you already know with the pick. Anybody play? Well, three really. Anybody playing against Carolina, anybody playing against the Cowgirls, and I'm going for the Jets. That's like automatic.
Hey, Miss Keisha Roberts said no to the Jets and the Cowboys, maybe. Okay, we'll take that.
We'll take that.
We got a
Yeah, we
Cowboys
yeah
thing.
we'll take the Cowboys maybe. We'll take that
Yeah.
strong maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you, Miss Keisha. Thanks for being a Cowboy fan. Well, anybody else have anything to say? Anything they would like to chat about before we really end this live? I want to thank everybody once again for coming into the chat, coming up on the panel, and just talking about it because we've hit some real, very important topics this morning about this conversation. And I think somebody should have learned something. Whether they taking and use it, that's not up to us. But we put it out, we told it, we said it, and hey, everybody got to know what we're talking about. Anybody have last words?
No, sir.
No, love you all. Be safe.
Happy
Thank you.
holidays.
Happy
Happy holiday. What
Kwanzaa.
about you, Motella?
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Happy
Believe
Kwanzaa.
what you said? Say it again, Motella.
Feliz Navidad. Make sure y'all tap in with Miss Pacheco. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's tax season coming up. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
most definitely get in right now as you can. And she only taking serious inquiries, but yeah, make sure you
So
tap in with that.
yeah, maybe next week we'll be back with Miss Pacheco on a full interview on how y'all can get with her. She can guide y'all into the right direction in taxes, your business taxes or whatever. and I think she's qualified to do all that. So once again, we're gonna get back with her next week and let her tell it all about it. And hey, tax season is coming up. We need that money. We need that money.
Yeah, we need that money most definitely, and she will make sure that the budget is feasible. Either she can take care of you, or she'll direct you to someone that can.
There
So
you
Thank
she's
go.
you
not going.
guys. I
She's
appreciate
not budging on the prices, but she will help you in other endeavors just to make sure that you get taken care of. Either way, tap
it.
in with her, man. Tap in with her. She's non-biased, and she's gonna help you, no doubt.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Already, that's what
She
we
gonna
do.
get you right. She gonna get you right. She gonna make sure you straight.
She gonna make sure you just like Donald Trump pay $1 in taxes.
Absolutely.
Allegedly.
Peace, y'all.
Woo!
Peace.
Hey, Trump
Uh,
had people on his team that knew tax law. That's all that was.
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And I hate to just say this before you go, Mr. J, because I know we're gonna set some up so you can just really come on and just tell us about it. But we're not educated on the tax laws. We're not. We don't know, and I think that's what hurt us as black businesses and black people or generations because we're not really taught. Uh, we're scared to give the game to everybody else. As long as we get ours, and that's all matter. It shouldn't be like that. I think everybody should be able to win, be knowledgeable of everything about the tax season or businesses or whatever. And I think it's very important that we do that. And I thank God for a business owner like you that want to give the information out to the ones that need it, the ones who want it, those who want to accept it, those who want to use it, because it is something really, really, really that we don't have, and it's a shame that we don't.
I agree.
So we ain't gonna let you spill the tea tonight, but we're gonna come back next week and let you have at it. And if anybody want to get in contact with her, she'll have her information up next week. She'll have everything that you need to get in contact with her. And we're gonna make sure that me and Monstella gonna make sure that there's a lot of people putting up to the panel to chatting in the bushes, listening about it, and to want to get to know about it all.
Let's set it up for next Thursday at this time that you started this live.
Okay, right before Christmas. I mean New Year's.
Years, yep.
There you go. I'm good with that. I got you. I
Okay.
got you. And make sure I'll make sure I'm ready, and we'll make sure you have you give me the information that I can be posting your flyers
Okay.
and all your information.
Will do, sir. And you guys see my ebook right there on my profile. You can go to Amazon, and that book has a lot of strategies in there, and it's free, a free download.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Conversations with the tax strategist.
Can you send that link? Can you send that link to me?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, just send it to me because I really need to. What's your name? Um, I need to get into it and just read a lot about it anyway.
And I wrote it in a fun way. So it's, talking taxes is boring to most people. So I wrote it in a way where it tells a story and it's a little humor in there. So might be a little dry humor, but it's some humor in there.
As long as you put some humor in it, long as you set it to where we all understand it, and I'm quite sure I don't take much to get an understanding about nothing. So that's very true, very 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 true. So once
How do
again,
I send this to you on Instagram?
huh?
How do I send the link to you?
You can send it to text it to me. That way I can have it always.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, you can just text it to me on my phone, and that way I will have it instead of me trying to go back to Instagram, and I can just download it on my phone, and I can always have it because I got the iPhone.
Okay. No problem. I'll do that
Uh,
now.
All righty, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, ma'am. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Smoke to the Bone Barbecue we're gonna have much more great content coming. And as the new year come in, hey y'all, I got some surprises that I'm gonna drop on y'all this first of the year. We're gonna really do some barbecue competitions. We're gonna do some grilling. Y'all gonna, bring y'all to grill with me while I'm grilling, so y'all can see how I get down on the grill. Um, and I'm gonna give a little bit more information about me, how long I've been doing this business and everything. So I will make sure I do that. Thank y'all again. Thanks everybody for tuning in and everybody that was in the chat and the bushes and everything else. Thank y'all once again. Smoke to the Bone Barbecue, home of the three meat baked potato.